been, or even somewhere downstairs before security. Morgan Weske, it's a red. Holy shit, where was it? Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god. Is that good camera stuff? Super excited. Vegas, baby, Vegas. This is it. It says on time. See, that's what they do. They change the time. They push it back 30 minutes, so then they can say it's on time. Wait, I've never been to the airport this early. I'm always usually running to my gate. I got to do some work. Sometimes I like working from a bar. Yeah? You ever do that? Like not just from a coffee shop? This place is still a burger bar. Earth Cafe has really good coffee, so it's kind of bougie. But let's get it. You know, just being a creative, like an artist, I try to do it all. Like I even started like a jewelry business. I didn't know what I was doing. I taught myself how to solder metal, like from YouTube, and then like moved out here to be a professional dancer. So now I'm like a backup dancer. But then I also want to teach. So now I'm a dance teacher, and then I also choreograph. So now I'm a choreographer. And then I get into acting, so now I'm acting, like film and TV, commercial. But then I get into stunt work, so now I'm doing like stunt work. And then I'm like, then making jewelry, and then I'm a skater. So it's like skater, dancer, teacher, choreographer. I make jewelry. I had an Etsy account making incense bottles, and then doing stunt work. So it's like, you know, you try to do it all, but you spread yourself thin. And like my energy worker here is like, Morgan, you got to pick one thing and put all your energy into it. You can't like do all of this. So then when I went to that YouTube convention, and the guy says the same thing, like make videos for someone, not videos for everyone. Like the more of a specific niche you have, the more energy that you can put into it. So I'm like, okay, Morgan, we gotta cut some things out. Okay, you know, acting's not really working, let's cut out acting. Stunts, not really working, let's cut out stunts. Jewelry, yeah, his jewelry's not working, let's cut it out. This is a fun one, but I like lost $5,000. The incense bottles that I was making on Etsy, cut that out. So I trim it down to two things, dancing and skating. Every day, like, gate 12A, your flight is now boarding, thank you. Like people in LA, like, they think it's like flying box, and you think I'm ripping myself off. But like, but yeah, no, you're right, like that. But no, I'm not gonna give a sob story or anything like that. I'm just raw with you. Like I'm telling you, like everything is like. So what I was just talking to Mo about is like a conversation I've been having with like my friend Alicia earlier today and a bunch of like LA people. So like these workshops are actually pretty cheap, but like you go to other cities and they're like, oh my God, $30? They think like it's like so much, and I'm like, this is a 2-hour-long workshop. Like this is an intensive, and it's like a one and done thing. And people don't like realize that because like skating is such like a new thing in this format, but like in the dance world, like classes are readily available, conveniently available once a week. It's crazy. It's like why would you even offer it? Right. Yeah. Exactly. And it's like they don't get it. So then some of my friends in LA are like, Morgan, you are charging way too low. You're lowballing yourself. And I'm like, believe it or not, when I mentioned $30 to like some skaters in Vegas or some skaters in Texas, they're all like, oh my God, it's so much. I was like, this is a workshop. This isn't a class. I'm coming to your city. I'm trying to figure out the logistics. But they don't think about everything else that goes into that. Like they don't think about the overhead. They don't think about all that. So I'm always on the move. Morgan on the move. Nomad Mo. That's me. Not Hobo Mo. Somebody said that. That was actually kind of funny. I like it. You know, I pay a lot of money to live in Venice Beach. The rent's really high. Since I'm traveling like every weekend and I'm not going to be home, why do I pay rent? So I just decided I'll put all my stuff in storage, just hit the road. The reason it started is because I actually booked my first tour. I was supposed to be backup dancing for a huge artist in Europe. And then COVID hit. It was March of last year. So I was like, crap. I got laid off from some of my jobs. One of my jobs where I was a dance teacher for knew I was a YouTuber. So they're like, hey Morgan, we're thinking about, since we can't teach in our schools in person, making this online. Can you be the video editor, motion graphics editor for this? So now I gotta keep my job, but I was able to live anywhere. And since my stuff was already packed up, it was great. My stuff's packed up, I don't have an apartment anymore, and my job just turned remote. I was like, let's get out. So I did a skate tour all over the US. I was staying in a different hotel every night, sometimes with friends, sometimes in an Airbnb. I love that.
That's how you know you're in Vegas. I forgot. Gambling everywhere.
Like nobody could with us. I'm a flight risk. I play among the stars in the Hollywood Hill. The space station couldn't even get in touch with me. Praise faith that I stuck with it. Wave. No, I really can't complain. Everything is straight. I've been on a wave. With everything I say.
Yes. No!
No!
Yeah.
Well, that
Sucks.
upsetting.
Miss Boston. Well, I got it from Raj, so.
Like I don't show my face. I'm jumping on the stage. Like I'm living in a daydream. Lost in imagination. She only want me when she fake. She quick to tell me I'm a fake. She ain't too know that she love it when I catch my case.
It's your struggle.
We just landed in Las Vegas, Nevada. The crowd goes wild. All right, we just got in our rental car. It feels like it's been a long day, but it's only like a 45-minute flight, but so far it's felt long. All right, so we were on the flight while we were there. We were both getting some work done. I was choreographing. So, I mean, I've been choreographing for like almost like 20 years. Teaching for 14, so I can kind of do it in my head. I know that sounds crazy. Even before like my dance classes, sometimes I would choreograph in my head in the car. But I got like this note section, so I started working on that, figuring out what songs I want to use for the intermediate workshop. I still have to choreograph for the beginner workshop. That's how I choreograph. Now I got to put it on skates and see how it works. Now we're heading to Kinko's because we got to turn right here. Sorry, car. We got to print out some waivers for the workshops, and I got to print out some money handles so people can pay for this merchandise and tickets. So we're going to Kinko's, and we're going to go check into our hotel at the Excalibur off the Strip. This is Morgan on the move, and I'm currently living like a nomad again. I did this like a year and a half last year, and now I'm doing it again for 4 months. I know it sounds crazy. It's not as bad as it thinks. As you think. Living everywhere around the world. What? All right, let's go. Today, my crib is the Excalibur in Las Vegas. So I've been teaching and choreographing for 14 years professionally, but actually much longer than that. So choreography comes very natural for me, very easy, especially because I've been doing it so long that I can honestly choreograph in my head, choreograph on the plane, on my phone, in my notes section, and I retain it. As an artist, I love to create. I've gone to cities to teach workshops, and the skaters are like, it's okay, you can just teach us one of the routines you've already done. I never want to go somewhere and give them a routine that I taught another city. I like to give every city I go to their very own beginner routine, their very own intermediate routine, and their very own advanced routine. Because I genuinely have fun in creating. It does make it more challenging because I'm always consistently coming up with new moves all the time. And because now a lot of people know how I dance, they know how I choreograph because they see all this movement, so it's forcing me to be creative all the time and on the spot, but I have a lot of experience at it, and I also really thoroughly enjoy it.
I briefly met Morgan. I just said, hi, nice to meet you. I follow you on social media. You're an amazing skater. I just started skating again this year in January. I used to skate as a kid. I'm almost 40, and here I am skating again, and I saw her dance skating, which is very unique. I haven't seen that. It's intriguing. I'm like, I want to learn, teach me. So I love that she can choreograph dancing into skating and combine it into one. And then I started watching her workshops online, and she was going city to city. And I reached out to her and I'm like, what is it gonna take to get you here to Vegas? I want you here, like, I wanna learn and teach me.
Thanks for coming. I'm gonna do a quick intro because I want to get into this warm up, even though we're already warm, I know. First of all, thank you all so much for coming. I'm Morgan. I'm from Venice Beach, Los Angeles. I've been living there for about 7 years. I just want to say, don't ever feel intimidated to take any class, because honestly, if the class is hard, that's good. That means you have something to learn. If the class is too easy, you have less to learn. Never stop learning, continue to learn from everyone, because it's only gonna make your freestyle, only your skating better. Side to side, step side to side. Bend your knees, 2 to the right, here we go. 2 to the left, here we go. 2 to the right. Side to side, to the right, to the left, to the right. Your weight should be in your heels. Right, left. 4 counts of downtown. Cross 1 and 2, 3, cross behind, step out on 5, turn 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna force you to love yourself. All right, here we go. Let's take it from the top. Wow. this for love, and it takes a lot of time. And I research skaters everywhere, because I find skaters all over Brazil, in Tokyo, everywhere. I actually know a lot of skaters everywhere now just from running the page and doing like a lot of intense researching.
I always really thrive when I'm on the move. Always, all the time, like physically, literally moving. I always do best like that. But I'm hoping to not just continue what I'm doing. I want to start building these in different cities. Like now I'm about to go to Austin, Dallas, and Houston, Texas. It's usually just me as the teacher and choreographer when I go and teach. But now I'm bringing on different other teachers from those cities and having them as a guest instructor for my dance skate workshop. So now it's becoming more than just Morgan Weske, it's becoming this movement where I'm bringing on other teachers in their cities, so that way we're working together, building a team. So I go to these different cities and I have a lot of people collaborating with me now. And I love it because I'm not just going into a city to like barge in and be like, take my class, but I'm working with the other roller skate instructors there, with the other choreographers there, building it up, making a team. So what I see is more than just these workshops, I see a movement. I want to do this for the skate world, where I bring on tons of choreographers and host tons of classes and workshops, building up the communities everywhere I go. It will be a traveling convention. I want to bring this into everywhere I go, bring on different styles of skating, essentially, and host different types of choreography.
You get to read